A client said something to me recently after class that I can't stop thinking about. She was rolling up her mat, taking her time, kind of stalling. I don't know her super well, but I've seen her in almost every one of my classes at the studio. So I thought I would check in on her, and I walked over and said, "Hey, how's it going? How you doing?" And she looked up at me and said, "Pilates is the only thing that got me through today." And I knew she wasn't talking about her core or her posture or getting stronger or fitter, but I felt the sense that she was talking about like this room, this hour, this class, just being in the room in general was what got her through. Maybe this one class was the only thing that made sense when nothing else did. And man, did I want to say something encouraging, something instructory, something empathetic, because that's who I am. I wanted to like show up for her, but I was kind of caught off guard and I did not know what to say. And the only thing that came out was, me too. I can relate, me too. And I meant it, not because I'm the instructor, but sometimes I also need to be there to take my own class or be there to teach that class because I need that outside of the fitness piece. I need that for my head. I have taught through grief. I've taught through anxiety. I've taught through seasons where I didn't know who I was. And I honestly found my teacher training program when I was at a very low point in my life. And I felt that that teacher training was kind of the only thing that saved me, and teaching for over the past year and a half has been the only thing that's really brought me back to who I am. I've cued a plank when I'm falling apart inside. I've smiled through encouragement when my chest feels tight and I want to break down and cry. I've tried to give everything that I have left to a room full of students on days when I feel like I have absolutely nothing and I didn't even want to get out of bed. And the studio, the class, the students, the playlist, the format, it was there to hold me, if you will. It was there for me to release, if you will. So I really understood what she was saying when she said Pilates was the only thing that got me through today. Becoming an instructor didn't give me a new job hobby. It feels like it gave me somewhere that I could put my mess, my anxiety, my stress, my thoughts, my uncertainty, all of my feelings that can be considered negative, gave me a place to put that. I guess somewhere where I really felt useful when sometimes I didn't feel useful at all. I didn't know if I had a passion, a hobby outside of working and finding myself in a certain type of career. And you, every single client that walks through that door and every single instructor I've ever taken a class from, you give me that. You give me that place to lay it all down, to show up for myself, to find myself. I hope all of this makes sense. You think I'm giving something to you in every class, but you really have no idea what you give back to me as an instructor and as a client if I'm in somebody else's class. So thank you to every client, to every regular, to every instructor I've taken classes from, to any instructor I've sat and chatted with just to shoot the shit and talk about life and our classes and fitness and how it's changed our lives. To every person who almost canceled, to every person who almost didn't show up, and to every person who sat in their car and cried after a workout because they worked some shit out on the mat. Thank you. You got me through too, and I will always be grateful. No matter what you are going through, maybe it's all good stuff, even fucking better. Maybe it's the hard stuff. I'll see you on the mat.